Okay, cool. Looks like I'm good. All right. On that festival lead today. All right. Get it going. Should be a good time. I got a couple hours here, so I'm just gonna be grinding some ladder. Figured I'd go live. All right, cool. Definitely going first. Finally crawled my way out of the hole. I was at like 1450 elo, and that was not a great time. I like lagged out like 4 times in a row. Oh, hey, what's going on, Jacob? How's it going? Just gonna be grinding some festival lead here. Hopefully goes well. Should be good. It should be a good time. Let me know if the music's a good volume as well. I kind of just put it on whatever I had it before, so if it's like too quiet, let me know. Okay, this is Zoroark. This is pretty chill. They could retreat lock me turn 1, which is like a little bit mildly concerning, but it should be fine. Cool. Hit a thwacky line. It's pretty good. Get a Applin going here. Have the Dipplin in hand. Yeah, this looks great. Do you want to check my switching cards? It looks like I pressed my Prime Catcher. It's a little annoying. I don't know. Does my Zorua ever die here? Or does my Applin ever die from Zorua? I could get Mochi scratched, and then that's really, really bad for me. But I'm also kind of concerned about like a Yveltal turn 1. It's probably fine either way, though. I think I'll just leave the Grookey in the active, but it's a little bit of a risk if I get Yveltal turn 1. I just don't think it's very likely to happen, though. Okay, cool. I'm happy the music is a good volume. All right. Well, let's see. Looks like pretty standard Zoroark thus far. I mean, they opened a Zekrom, which is like obviously they shouldn't be opening any other Pokemon. The Pidoo's fine. Don't really care. I mean, like I kind of care, but I got Brock Scouting in hand, which is pretty chill. Like seems pretty bad for them already. I think I'll just bump their castle with my second Thwacky probably. Oh, a pretty good turn 1 from them thus far. Got the Lilies to go with it too. All right, cool. All right, sweet. Looks pretty good for me. Yep, pretty much my full board out, which is pretty good. I need to worry about my Dipplin dying and having no follow-up. That's kind of the main concern, so I need to make sure I got the follow-up Dipplin. So I think maybe I just kill the Bidoo and don't worry too much about the stadium just yet this turn. So I think just grab bro number 2, and then bro number 2 can grab like I think a Lilies is fine. I'll just use that next turn. Yeah, I can just grab a Lilies because I have Stretcher for Dipplin if my first Dipplin dies. So I just want to have like a supporter card to do things next turn. This seems fine. Just go get 2 apples. Actually, I'm down to just go get Apple Grookey, to be honest. Yeah, that seems better. I don't really need I don't need a third attacker here. And I got Stretcher for the Dipplin still. Yes, this is good. Let's take the turn 2 knockout. Pretty good. I mean, this is like always the thing where if you get stamped is pretty bad. So I could have maybe opted to get a Goldeen down in case I got stamped KO'd, but I maybe should have hedged a little bit more for that. It's one way I could lose. But that's fine. It's not super likely to happen. If it does happen though, I am in pretty big trouble. I have to draw out of a stamp. And if my opponent's like super smart here, they also probably realize this matchup's pretty bad for them. And then they also like go Meowth for like Judge or something too. So maybe I should have gotten Goldeen down. I don't know. Pushing Goldeen's pretty bad. To the same extent, maybe I should have got 2 Applins down, because if I got 2 Applins down, I make 2 Diplins next turn, then I'm not really afraid of any shenanigans. But I mean, we'll just see where it goes. Looks fine thus far. Like I'm probably gonna be able to stabilize. I can afford to get a Goldeen down next turn, probably. So we'll see how it goes. Jacob, you been playing any post rotation yet? List also like is probably not playing Darmanitan, which is good to see. Like if there's a Duck in here, there's a Bidoof in there. So probably no Darmanitan. So I mean, I'm not going to bench the Shaman unless I see the threat of it, but I just don't think they have the threat, which is good to see. Hopefully don't get stamped here. Hopefully it's just a KO. Okay, cool. Should be pretty smooth sailing then. Just out trade them. Doesn't really matter. His Bangle doesn't really matter, so I might just... I'll just throw it on the active. It's like pretty inconsequential. I'm going to one-shot them regardless, but I'm not going to be able to kill like the bench. Oh, that's a good top deck. It's a great top deck, actually. Just go into that. Burn this, and I got Lillian to 3 quick searches. It's pretty good. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's insane. I'll get the Goldeen down just in case, because like I think the stamp is my lost con, and if I get Goldeen down, like I don't really have a lost con. I can like air balloon the Goldeen as well. Yeah, I got like 3 quick searches, and I don't really need them, to be totally honest. So I think I'm gonna get air balloon on my Goldeen here, and I got the switch in hand in case there's any like retreat lock shenanigans. So we'll go air balloon. I don't really know what else I need. I guess I can just get Diplin for next turn. That seems fine. And then I'm kind of down to just grab like Lana's Aid to chain attackers. Yeah. Do all my quick searches before committing my cards to the board. Go balloon there, because I can pivot. Go Festival Grounds, energy. And then, yeah, I just one-shot this guy. Cool. It's pretty good. Should be very hard to lose now. I have to lose an Evil Tall Retreat Lock line. That's kind of why I have only switching cards in the deck. Could happen, but I mean, I get like Stamp Boss, Evil Tall. I just have to draw out of it eventually. Probably will. I've been playing Potent and Control Zoro. Yeah. I mean, the Zoro's like really, really good. It's just that like, you have to build it in a way that doesn't just like fold to grass decks. I mean, maybe you don't. Maybe you can dodge grass decks, but if you're this guy and you hit the grass deck, it's not great if you don't have like all the pieces. Like this Judge just doesn't do anything because one quick search for Lana's Aid and like the game's over. And it's like drew into the Diplin Grass black belt on top of that. Obviously, this is not going to go very well for bro. So yeah, I think Zoroark's got potential, but someone's got to crack it. Probably Liam's got to crack it. Probably Liam, but I'll keep working on it myself. It's definitely one of the picks for Prague. Moltres is good against like a lot of the Teal Mask stuff. You can play like Prism Moltres and play the Wellspring package as well with the Area Zero. So I'm kind of a fan of that, but ain't gonna help against Festival Lead, I'll tell you that much. And then obviously Pult's just giga broken. All right, well, I don't even have to push the Goldeen because I just have the Diplin in my hand, but I'll push the Goldeen. So my opponent doesn't know that I'm not going to be quick searching for these cards. I like kind of keep my hand information a little bit more private. I'm kind of down to make the Seeking this turn because I can just boss kill some. No, I actually can't boss kill because this guy just sucks. Yeah, never mind. Let's go Lana's Aid. I don't even really know what I need to grab outside of Lana's Aid. Just a pivot card. I mean, I'll just take Kieran. So I have a pivot. Seems good. second Festival Grounds, sure. Seems good. Lana's aid first. Go 1, 2, 3. Don't want to let my opponent know that I'm just like sitting on all the pieces in my hand, so touch the basic grass to play around like any E-hammer weirdness. Ruffian. I think this deck occasionally has Ruffian in it. Then yeah, you're done. you're just done. The funny thing about this deck is sometimes you like win the game and your opponent still got like 3 prize cards left. It's like they have got 4 prize cards left and they're kind of just cooked. All right, cooking like an absolute blowout. Like, every single time I play against a deck that isn't Dragapult and I just set up, it feels like I just blow them out of the water. It feels so good. He's got like a lot of free wins. Okay. Like, vaguely annoying? I don't know. Even if I get stamped and they go stamp KO, Goldeen, push, quick search for Diplin, Grass, Prime Catcher, and that's just GG. Obviously, if I don't get stamped, it's also just GG, but they need like Stadium Bump, Unfair Stamp to not lose immediately. I got Heroescape. Doesn't really help them from the Prime Catcher problem, but it's cool. I mean, Max Belt and Prime Catcher functionally do something very similar here, where I can kill a Zoroark with wait. Oh, it's weak to it's weak to grass. I don't even care about the Heroescape. That does nothing. Never mind. All right, well, dig for your stamp. Prime Catcher is actually so good in this deck. Yeah, I think Prime Catcher is better than Max Belt. I was listening to there we go, got the conceit. I was listening to the Shift Gear when Ethan was on talking about the Festival lead deck and talking about how Max Belt's not needed, and I was testing it, and yeah, I kind of agree. There's very few thresholds where Max Belt is actually a breakpoint where you like need Max Belt but don't need a second modifier. So it's like Kangaskhan, it has 300. So Max Belt's really good at killing Kangaskhan, but I'm not really that concerned because most of those matchups are pretty good anyways. And then it's things that are above 340 because Bangle Black Belt is your cap at 340. So it's like Mega Meganium, Mega Feraligatr, Mega Venusaur, which again I'm just not really that concerned about. And then Prime Catcher just feels insane against the retreat lock stuff because you just want to have extra switching outs, and it's also like a really good power card. Lets you attack on turn 2 more often. All right, this one does not look great. This is like a very unplayable hand. I also like considering playing more search cards, but I don't know. I got like 12 search cards in my deck and the 4/4 Pokemon lines and 4 Lilies and 2 Brocks. So I feel like hands like this don't happen that much, but they do suck when you do. You'll have like very few top decks that save you from losing. So I probably just lose this game, but we'll see. Oh, that's a good top deck. Oh, it's like still not very good. I get 2 things, but 2 things is not enough. My opponent probably has no more grass in their hand. So I like I think the assumption is I just like don't get killed. I just like have to hope that I don't get killed, I think. And if I don't get killed, I think I just go into gold. I think I actually just go into Goldeen because Goldeen's gonna give me the most draw to dig myself out of the hole. Okay, let me play cards, please. So I want Kieran this turn to just switch to protect my Grookey, I think. Well, like I just want to be able to play Lilies next turn as well, so I can go like Pad for Thwacky. Wait, like let me play cards. No. Please. Okay, well, it's not letting me play cards. I don't know. It's 4/4 both, yeah. Diplet and Thwacky. Okay, cool. They're letting me play cards. Switch. Okay, so I'm making an assumption that my opponent doesn't have grasses in hand based on the fact they just went like attached and that's it. So it's kind of risky, but I think it's my best move, and I need to save this Pad for Thwacky. So I'm just like assuming that I don't die. And if I die, I'll lose, and that's fine. But if I don't die, then I like just get to play the game and get out of the hole really, really quick. So I played the Kieran this turn as well, so I can go quick search for Lilies next turn. So I think I'm like pretty likely to survive based on their actions, but maybe they have more grasses and they just like chose not to attach so they could like Teal Dance again. because their hand's really bad. Why not play Duck? You just like don't have the bench space for it. Like if your board has Duck on it against Pult, like you're just gonna lose anyways because you don't have enough attackers on the board. So I think Duskbolt's just like kind of not worth decking for, and it's the only Dusk in our deck. My connection, it should be fine. I don't know why it's saying my connection is not fine. Is the connection fine on the stream? Like, are there any issues on the stream quality? You guys let me know. Okay. Oh, okay. I came back and then I lost. Okay. Very cool. What even happened? Draw Teal Dance. I don't even know. Like, why do you even have? Oh my gosh. I don't even have time to play my turn because the turn is like so delayed. It's unbelievable. I have like one more turn where I can top deck out of it. I'm not gonna have a festival lead mon, so I guess I'll just go like this. Just like one turn of top deck of lilies, and on top deck of lilies, I'll concede. I'm probably also just gonna die to like the art belief, but whatever. Stream's good. Okay, so it's just TCG live being TCG live. It's even worth it for me to play this out. Like, just like dead. I just like do not have any cards that are playable. Even if I go lilies, I need a lilies into shaman as well. I'm down 2 pads. I mean, I'll see if my top deck's a lily. It's my turn already, so good to see if I do anything. Yeah, Lana's Aid is not getting it done, unfortunately. You make an Arboliva next turn, and I lose. GG. Oh well. It's fine. Cannot really do too much about that, unfortunately. Get the occasional game like that. Don't think it happens that much, but I am considering, because you like just like beat everything so consistently when you set up, I've considered playing more consistency cards, even though I think the deck is already kind of above the consistency threshold that you need. So yeah, we'll see. Okay. That's a lot of basics and not a lot of search cards. This format's so polarizing with just like opening hands. Well, luckily this matchup is just like a giga auto win if I set up. So hopefully I set up. Also, Loki growing grass might be kind of, no, growing grass doesn't matter. They get the Roselia down turn 1 and the Gabite kills me. Oh, if they don't get the Roselia down turn 1, then I do survive an attack. Like, I think the Gabite does 1 for 40, if I remember correctly. So the grass like stops them from killing me if they don't have Premium Power Pro. Oh, yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Yeah, so I'm going to look up Gabite. I want to see if Gabite does 1 for 40. Pokemon, Gabite, TCG. I don't have Limitless open. Images. Yeah, you are 1 for 40, so I will go this. And then you like probably don't play Monkey Dories, so I'm kind of down to just punch you. Just in case. Okay, cool. I can like 2-shot it if I just keep bricking. Are we on a MacBook, bro? I mean, I think you can see that I'm on a MacBook. There's the thing at the top that very much looks like a Mac. Yeah, I'm not exactly a gamer. I don't need any crazy PC, and it's kind of an unnecessary expense when I don't do anything super crazy on the computer. So yeah, I just got my laptop. Obviously if I'm like a full-time streamer, which I'm not, I would probably get something better, but that's just not needed right now. Okay, cool. So the energy lets me survive. And it's pretty good, no? I mean, they gotta like shove up Roselia. Yeah, I'm pretty down to just do this and force a Roselia push, because then it's kind of annoying to get into the Gabite next turn because they can't push anything else because everything else dies. Of course, I literally just lose if I don't top deck again, which is annoying, but is what it is. Prize card, good prize card. That's an okay prize card. Are you sure about that? Oh my gosh. Click the concede button. Please click the concede button. What on earth are we doing? Like, what? I mean, actually, I have Gabite. If they have Gabite into Roselia, I like still might lose the game. I like actually still probably do lose the game, which is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Lily again. Jeez, this is actually like a ridiculous hand. I'm gonna lose this game still. That is so sad. Actually, if they don't bump the stadium, no, if I don't get a basic, I still can't even kill this thing. Holy crap. That is an insane hand. Like somehow managed to like mess that up, that turn up to the fullest, and you kind of got away from it just fine somehow. Okay, well, this is not good. Really, it's like the stark disparity in this format where if you get to play a Lilies, your deck is just broken, and if you don't get to play a Lilies, your deck sucks. Is so annoying. Like, I can't tell you the number of games where I play a Lilies, draw the nuts, or don't play a Lilies and don't draw the nuts. Okay, I get to play a Lilies. Let's go. Let's go. Lilies is probably the correct supporter. I could just go for like a Brock or a Poffin or something, but I think it's just Lilies. So that is pretty good. Go like this, I go like this. I one shot anyways, so the Brave Bengal is kind of useless. So yeah, we're just gonna go Lilies and hope to do like the minimum. It's just like so polarizing, so annoying how high roll this format is. Like the only solution is like make a better deck. Like unironically, it's not player diff, it's like deck diff. All right, bug catching set first, see what I get. Fine, got a pad. Pad gets me into Thwacky, and then Thwacky gets me into the nuts. Cool. Got it done. Yeah, they have no Garchomps in play, so that Hoplin can't even die. Or Dipplin can't even die. Three habits you have to break post rotation, not opening Lilies, not opening Poffin, whiffing item lock. Yeah. So unfortunately, I think the best decks in the post rotation field are the decks that get to play Lilies the most consistently without putting Meowth on their board. The decks that have good secondary supporters, which is not mine, not this one anyways. But so like Toronto's a really good secondary supporter, but there's only a few decks that can play it. And then other than that, you're kind of like fighting for scraps on consistency, which is why you see like Team Rocket's decks, people complain about consistency, even though it has Rocket's Transceiver, because you just don't have a deck engine. People complain about the consistency of Garchomp because it has no consistency, unless your buddy over there drew the nuts and still lost. So yeah, it feels very polarizing. Like again, I haven't opened a Lilies in my hand, so I like don't really do as much as I would like to. But my hand is playable if I hit off of a bug catching set, which feels pretty bad. But if I get a Thwacky, then I can get Goldeen, and then I can do things. And this deck has low enough HP where I can kill Porygon with Seaking and maintain decent pacing. They also might just have Boss Honchkrow though, which is really bad. All right. I pray, give me something, give me something. Yes, I got a Thwacky. I got a Grookey, actually. Okay, cool. So this is actually pretty good. So I go get Goldeen, Grookey number 2. If my Goldeen dies, that's fine. I just stretcher for it and go retreat. I don't need to attack. I mean, I kind of do need to attack. Like a one prizer matchup. I can go down one prize, but more than one prize down is pretty bad. Just like feels so bad, dude. I didn't even prize check. I think I just hope my opponent just doesn't have it like that, to be totally honest. I'm going to go attach to the active because I don't see much downside to going attached to the active. And I'll just like punch. Because if my Goldeen dies, then I like want to have the energy on the Relor, and if my Relor dies, it's like fine. All right, what support are you gonna play? Cool. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, and hopefully I get hit with the hacking. That would be cool. Bugcatch or Poffin first is interesting. Yeah, I mean, because I'm targeting Thwacky, I could go Poffin first to Thin, but I also just value hitting 2 things off the bug catching set because it's not just Thwacky. So I decided to go bug catching set first. Yeah, but Rockets is pretty good. It just has no agency. That's the only issue with the deck. It is like power level wise, it's decent. Like it has good matchups because of weakness. That's essentially it, right? And the supporter cards, it has the best supporter cards in the game. But the problem is that you just don't really have many good actions. Oh, do I win? No, cannot win because the Murkrow has 80 HP. Okay, see you later, Black Belt's training. All right, so guess what happens? I get to play a Lily's Determination card, which means I probably win the game. Actually, yeah, no, it's whatever. This Rowler is like a dead bench spot on my board all game, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Go like that. Just go like this. Go grab the most broken supporter card that's ever been printed. Get rid of you because you're useless. I do want the attachment, so I don't have to find one. Let's go attach there. Lilies, and hopefully I hit any sort of out to a Thwacky. Cool, I hit a Thwacky. I win. Actually, I didn't check for my Seeking, so hopefully I didn't prize my Seeking. But if I didn't prize my Seeking, then I should win the game. There we go. Seeking's in there. Poffin for 2 Applins. So I have 2 Applins in deck to Poffin for. I do. Bench 1 Grookey. So what do I even need off of this? I'm just down to grab Seeking. That's fine. Didn't even really need Seeking. I have Pad for Seeking. I don't know. Grab like follow-up Stadium. Retreat Lock is not a problem because I have Switch and Kieran in hand, so that seems fine. Oh, actually, I only have 2 spots, right? So what do I do? I could get like Archer cheesed. I don't think there's like much I can do about getting Archer cheesed because I have to attack with the Seeking, unless I protect the Seeking. Oh, I actually made a mistake. I should have killed this. Yeah, I should have killed this because I have the Switch in my hand. So I actually could have Prime Catcher killed that, and then I could have kept my Seeking safe. So Archer cheese is like not a threat if I did that. So that's actually like a pretty big mistake on my end. That was good learning. That's okay though. Go Pad into the Seeking. Yeah, so like now what happens is if I get Archer cheesed and I don't find a supporter, then I like probably just lose. So I should have been Prime Catcher in the Murkrow because it's not that likely for the Porygon to kill me. But clearly my opponent doesn't have that. So at least I didn't get punished for not Prime Catcher in the Murkrow, but I definitely should have just Prime Catcher the Murkrow. That would have been the only way to keep a Pokemon with Festival lead alive that turn. Or like at least would have given me a better chance because there was only 1 supporter in the discard pile. Actually, yeah, there's just no way they're discarding 5 supporters without the use of a Honchkrow. So I would have just guaranteed had a Seeking alive, which basically just guarantees that I get the full board, which also guarantees that I can't lose. So yeah, that was like definitely a huge toss, but I didn't get punished for it. Blaziken is beast. Blaziken seems fine. It's like one of those decks where it'll probably get played for like the first couple months until people just figure out like a better way to play it. Like I think Rosas is already such a good card in Pult that you don't necessarily need to play an energy acceleration card. Like Rosas is a huge step up from the previous alternative. Okay, so this hand's really good. If I get turn 1 killed then it's bad. Like if my opponent goes Zoroark kill, I'm in big trouble. But outside of turn 1 Zoroark kill, I'm feeling pretty good. And Fez open should mean that my Applin survives. Oh, I top decked a Thwacky. That's wonderful. Also, random boss is just giga annoying when you open this kind of hand. Like that's like a very big weakness of Festival Lead, is just turn 1 boss stall. But with this hand, I get to now go bench second Applin. So the only bad play for me right now is like boss turn 1 stall something. So like I avoid attaching on turn 1 a lot of times in case that happens. But if I don't get boss, then I just have an insanely strong hand. So hopefully I don't get bossed. Cool. It also allows recursion, so you can have greed your energy counts if you run Blaziken. I mean, yeah, you can play greed your energy counts if you devote 10 slots to your deck, right? Like, sure. But then you have a Blaziken line in your deck. So I'm not a huge fan of it. Oh, and this is Blaziken Bolt. So there we go. We're gonna get a good game in against it. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think this matchup's pretty good. I'd rather see this version of Dragapult than straight Pult or Duskpult. But we'll see how it goes. They do have a pretty good turn 1 outside of the Fez on the bench. But the Fez is actually okay because they get to shove it up after the Bidoof dies and they don't lose 2 Mons. So need to find at least a energy card off of this. An energy or a Thwacky off this Lilies. That would be lovely. I guess it's not like that important because my opponent's got a 3-card hand, but they did pad for a 3rd Dreepy, which implies to me that they also have access to Dracloak in hand. Oh, Giga Broken. Cool. I would have liked to get Rowlor down, but I'm not complaining. It's not a big deal. But I do want to bench a 4th Pokemon. I also have Seeking in hand, so I think it's fine. Like I can just use it as a kill on Fez later, even though it's not a great attacker. I go like Prime Catcher, modifier. So I think I'll bench it, especially because I have Seeking in hand, but I also just want to have 4 Pokemon, so they can't just like push a Dreepy. They're gonna have to push Fez now to take a hit. And of course they like don't really want their Fez to take a hit, because then they can't shove up Fez later in the game to also take another hit. So like specifically next turn, that's gonna be relevant. And I also have the Air Balloon to pivot if I get randomly bossed, which is great. Okay, cool. So get our prize here. They're probably going to have like a Giga Nuts turn because they have Fez draw. And then again, they're going to have like a Lilies or a Dracloak in their hand based on the Pokepad they use. Like they're not going to leave themselves with no pad in hand and no Dracloak access. So we'll see what happens. But I think they're going to have like a really, really strong turn here. Oh, actually, low-key, Seeking's pretty good in this matchup because Blaziken's weak. I can kill a Blaziken with... Wait, can I kill a Blaziken? I do 60, 90 with Bangle, 130. Oh, no, I can't. Yeah, even with Prime Catcher, I can't kill Blaziken. But I can kill the Fez. So at least I get that. How often are you going to stream? I don't stream that often. Oh, yeah, like Blaziken's definitely good in Pultmere. I will kind of give you that, right? Like Blaziken is good in Pultmere for sure. I'm not going to stream that often. I just have I have some spare time today, so it's more so like a convenience thing. Did they whiff a second cloak? Have they even fezzed yet? Is this just like terrible sequencing? Sir, you have not fezzed yet. Please do not do the fez as the last action of your turn. You should be looking at the cards off your fez to make informed decisions on what other actions you should do. All of these actions were bad. What if you found Candy Blaziken and you could have used the ability to retreat the fez and get energy somewhere else? Now you can't do that. And now I'm going to be killing your Combustion. And you're going to have no energies on the board. You could have had Candy Blaziken. Who knows? Oh, well, now you're going to get like Giga... Oh, actually, maybe not Giga Punish. They got the Stadium bump. If I top deck a Pokemon, they get Giga Punished. And the Pokemon... Oh, I got stamped. I'm probably not killing the Combustion. Maybe I'd still kill the Combustion. Nope. Not killing the Combustion. Okay. Somehow they're going to make it out okay. Like playing like egregiously greedy. But we're not even greedy, just incorrect. But I can't really kill the Combustion. Energy boss, or like boss... Like I only have one quick search, and I have to quick search for quick search guy, and then quick search guy number 2 gets me into the boss, but I need a Pokemon or a stadium or something. I'd like to kill the Combuskin though, because they have no energies on the board. I know they usually play like one copy of Crispin, but I think that's still like my best bet to try to prevent something super crazy. But unfortunately, my hand is just terrible. So instead, I'm just gonna go grab a. Oh, sorry, that was really bad. That was supposed to be a second Thwacky. Hopefully, I don't get punished. Hopefully, I find a second Thwacky. I did not find a second. That was like really bad. That's okay. I at least got like Seeking and an extra Grookey, but like obviously not great. So I probably lose this game now because I got stamped. And off the stamp, I did not really do anything. So like Blaziken, Dragapult, Phantom Dive, and I'm just gonna get like out traded on the second Phantom Dive because I also didn't get the Rabska up. But luckily, like these 2 Itchy Pollens shouldn't be relevant. Oh, never mind. No, this is like really, really bad. Because they're just gonna go like energy boss because they don't need to play Crispin now. Yeah, this is like really, really bad. Oh well. Like fine. Just drew unplayable cards off the stamp and then made a mistake not getting the Thwacky out. Again, it's just like very annoying when your opponent goes lilies into stamp. Like doesn't miss a beat. It feels like a lot of the format, not specifically Dragapult, but like a lot of the field just kind of they either draw really, really smooth with lilies into lilies, or it's just like the complete opposite and they do nothing. So my frustration early from this format is just how high roll it feels in that sense. And my opponents like played like sequence super, super poorly, but they just don't get punished for it. And like obviously this matchup isn't fantastic, but it's annoying that they get to like a turn 3 dive here with triple track Logan play after doing basically none of their actions correct. Hopefully they don't have the boss though. They would still need to have energy boss here, which they probably have, but who knows? Maybe they don't. That seems bad. That seems really bad. That seems like a boss. Oh! Hold up, they didn't have a boss. We might be alive. Like, kind of alive. I need to go kill the Fez. So, the Seeking is, like, good enough for me to carry myself across the finish line, but I could just, like, lose everything next turn. I, like, probably do lose everything next turn. We'll see how they spread their Phantom Dive damage, though. There's, like, a lot of incorrect ways they could spread their Phantom Dive damage here. Is Force of Vitality ever an option? No, Force of Vitality is not an option because I need the Festival Ground Stadium card. So, yeah, I cannot play. There's like a lot of list inflexibility. Hold up. What does that do? This is just like seems worse than a Moltres unless you play against like exactly Festival Lead. But also like you're not attacking with this against Festival Lead either. Oh my gosh, that was a terrible Phantom Dive placement. Blessing me. But like, Loki, do I even have anything? I need Energy Stadium, and I have neither of those 2 pieces in my hand. Cool. I think I made a mistake promoting this Diplin. I think I needed to promote the Seeking so I could prime catcher the Fez and kill the Fez. What does Lana's aid get me? Like not much. What do I even do? Like 2-shot and a pulse is like obviously not gonna be good enough. Just gamble off of a Lilies and see where I get. Like a lot of good cards for me to hit off Lilies. How many Thwackies are in deck? I got 3 Thwackies. I got 3 pads, 4 bug catching sets. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna gamble off of Lilies to see if I can kind of get into multiple pieces. I have Applin in my hand, right? Applin in my hand, so I'm fine with going like that. Then off Lilies, I'm just like hoping to hit like some Thwackies and get the kill on the Fez, which I think is like not that unlikely. Sick. I think I lost. Okay. Well, I might have not lost, but like pretty bad. Did I bench this Grookey this turn? I don't think I did. That is like an embarrassingly bad hand. It's like drew the Rabska line and more Pokemon that I didn't need. I drew like all the Pokemon I didn't need. I don't have that many Pokemon in my deck, and I drew all the Pokemon and all the dead cards and none of the item search. That was pretty bad. I mean, I'll just like punch the Pult for like 100, I guess. There's no space for a Monkey Dory on their board, so it's not that bad. But 220. I need to do 110 with this, so I can kill with Brave Bengal Stadium. I only have the Special Grass. That's like so lame that I have to waste the Special Grass on a Pokemon in the active. That's gonna die anyways. Oh well. What would the correct placement be there? Like just target down the Diplin, and then you just like boss and take out all the board, because like you're not really gonna get through the Thwackies. Like you can get through the Thwackies, and you can kill double Thwacky here, but I don't think it's that relevant. Hello, can you play versus me? I'm just grinding on the ladder, so I'm not playing against any viewers today, unfortunately. The Dragapult Blaziken list, I'm playing against someone random online, so I would just recommend looking at limitlesstcg.com, and I'm sure there's a few Dragapult Blaziken lists from the recent tournaments from one of the Japanese Champions Leagues. Yeah, like I'm actually kind of okay with the fact that I'm losing 2 Thwackies here. That's like better for me. There will be like a little Adrenabrain action going on here from the opponent, but that Fez still has damage on it. Well, actually, there's not, because they attached the Chiyu. That's also pretty good for me. But since Stamp is gone, like I'm not as worried about disruption here, so I'm pretty down to just like kill this with Diplin, and then just like Lana's Aid and reestablish guys. Like search for Stadium with the ability, and then Lana's Aid reestablish. Yeah. So we'll go like this. And I have the tool, which is like enough to get the kill, so that's good. Like that. Go Lana's Aid. How many Thwackies do I have in deck? I have 2, so I definitely want to go like that, and then I think I just want to get ahead on the energy attachment on the second one. Yeah, that seems good. I have Diplin number 2 in hand, so now like the dives are a lot less scary. Go that. Go that. That. And then we just kill this guy, and should be like fully winning now because my opponent's made a bunch of mistakes. They have to go judge KO the Diplin and hope that I don't draw into a Thwacky. Otherwise, I'm killing the Fez for game. Or like probably killing the Fez for game. So I don't know how I like whiffed and got away with it, but my opponent's taking this like egregiously bad Chiyu turn when this like Fez is obviously just gonna die. Unless they play Scoop Up Cyclone, but I get they're not playing Scoop Up Cyclone. Rotations tomorrow. Yeah, I guess it is. I think I'm gonna play a cup this weekend, so I'm excited for that. Yeah, I'm just playing ladder still. I've been playing Secret Box to punish the one, to push the one Thwacky turn 2 further. I think that's fine. I want to test Secret Box as well. Prime Catcher is just good as a pivot, but Secret Box definitely helps you in this matchup, I think, more. But I definitely still want to play the Switch, even if I'm not playing the... So I'm going to play the Switch if I'm not playing the Prime Catcher. What do you think about Draga Kangaskhan? I think it's just like doing too much. It's trying to be this like Area Zero C-POW engine, but it commits so many deck spaces to it that I just don't think it can be good. So I'm not a huge fan of it. Okay, like, is there a judge coming? If there's not a judge coming, you like obviously just lose to like 2 things for ability, like stadium boss. Finally got an Adrenabrain set up. My opponents just played terrible. Yeah, the elo's not super high, Xavier. It's like 1530 or something. I was in the hole because I got disconnected like 3 games in a row or something like that. And then I climbed my way up a little bit, but I haven't been playing until I got back from Orlando, really. Been focusing on pre-rotation mostly, and then once Orlando happened, now I've been focusing on Prague. I really like Surfer in this deck. Surfer's fine, but your hand size is usually too big to do anything with Surfer, more than just switching. Like, let's take this current hand, for example. So I think Kieran's just better, because it also kind of saves you deck space, because you need to have some threshold of damage modifiers. Prime Catcher's my win con. Yeah, I have energy in hand, so that's fine. So I push this. Actually, it doesn't even have to be Prime Catcher, just like, it's just Boss Stadium. So go Boss. Go Stadium. Yeah, I don't know what my opponent was doing here. This was like egregiously bad, but that's what happens when you're playing super low on the ladder. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be I'm good to go. All right, time to get back to this. 1560. Yeah, we're cooking out here. Keep it going. Pretty uneventful stream games. Yeah, I mean, like, that's kind of how unfair that that Grim style deck was with Double Badoo. Surfer also had its early inconsistency. I don't know how often I want to play Surfer over an alternative supporter. Like, the thing about Kieran is you condense deck slots. So if I'm playing Kieran, then I still have to play the same amount, or if I'm playing Surfer, I still have to play the same amount of damage mods. So I have to like replace it with something else anyways. Like, I have to replace it with like a black belt. So like, it doesn't really serve the same purpose. And I'd rather play Brox as a turn 1 supporter. Okay, this is like doing the bare minimum, but this could be fine. Cool. So bug catching set first. We're definitely just gonna go with those 2 fellas. And then we just go pad into an Applin because I got the Diplin in hand, and cool. I don't really care too much for prize checking with this deck, but I do want to check for that Rabska line because it's probably going to be another Dragapult. All right, so it's good turn 1. I'm going to switch, and I'm not going to play this energy down because if my opponent goes random boss on turn 1, I need this to get back into Diplin. So like, if I get boss, I lose an attacking turn, but that's okay. Do you think playing Maractus is worth? What deck are you talking about playing Maractus in? Yeah, Dragapult. Oh, buddy, you're going to have a terrible time. Yeah, you are not going to have a good time here. That Latias, oh, I'm going to have a terrible time. Oh my gosh, I just got bite turn 1 and I lost. That is very unfortunate. Oh well. Oh, it's this like Kangaskhan pile with 2 Latiases. I can't believe I just lost a bite on turn 1. Hmm. So I've respected bite on turn 1. I guess I should have. It's a good learning for me actually. Maybe I am supposed to just like I mean, if I get item locked, I have to like attach to Grookey. I don't know. Like Boss Ichi Pollen's just like game losing if that happens. So like I obviously just lose the game now, but I guess I'll evolve this because I don't want to die to Dragon Headbutt. That's like actually insane. Oh well. I'll like wait 1 turn to see if their hand's dead, and if not, I'll just concede. In Dragapult, it's probably it's probably pretty good in Dragapult. I don't know if it's better than Eviltal with that Petrant that's been going around. People are playing the Eviltal Petrant. Okay, yeah, there's a Dracloak. I'm just gonna pack it up. Not worth sitting through 2 turns where I'm not gonna do anything. I do not have a Lilies in my hand, so I unfortunately can't do anything. Yeah, I think the Eviltal might be better because you can self-generate damage, but it's TBD. I think you should be probably playing some sort of retreat locking mechanism. So if you don't want to play the Petrant as well, then playing the Maractus is pretty good. Post rotation in a nutshell, better player no longer wins consistently. Yeah, it definitely feels like it is. To be very blunt, I think we went from one of the best formats of all time into at least at surface level, kind of, we'll see how it develops, but my feeling so far, which might be overblown, is that this might be one of the worst formats of all time, which is unfortunate, but we'll see where my opinion's at in a month's time, because obviously 2 weeks in, it's hard to say for sure, but you have kind of S tier running around and gatekeeping anything. You have very low comeback mechanics, and then the difference is so stark because we just came off of what I felt to be just like an insanely good format. Okay, so interesting decision between Poffin or Bug Catching set first. I think the Thin of 2 Pokemon is still bad because I just want to see 2 cards. Okay, perfect. And will you bro, let me select the second Thwacky, man. I just want to have 2 Thwackies in my hand, but you're not letting me select the Thwacky. Okay, whatever. At least I got 3 targets, so I can still select 2. Thanks, live. So I'm not playing against item lock. So I'm down to just go Growing Grass and then have Kieran in hand to switch next turn, or do I want to go attached to the active so I can retreat and then go Lilies? It's a good question. Let's just do this first. So I'm definitely just gonna go Applin. I think I'm just gonna go double Applin. I'll check for Shaman in deck because this deck is gonna be Arboliva. So I have Shaman in deck, which is gonna be my last bench spot. I'm down for just 2 Thwackies in this matchup. So we go 2 Applins, and then the question is, so I'm gonna play around Badoo. Like obviously I do not want to lose to Badoo for no reason because this deck does play a Badoo. The question is my energy attachment. Do I attach to the active or not? I think I want to play Lilies next turn, so I think I'm just gonna attach to the active. And then if I get judged, I'm down to just have this down. Cool. I think you can definitely fit all of the bench space for Eviltal Petch, but it's kind of it's like a I do it sometimes thing. It's not like I'm always going to be able to fit the bench space. Like if you're going into the game expecting to use it every game, that's not really the right mentality to have with it. But I think you can fit the bench space just fine. Especially because your Terra is your attacking Pokemon. It's not like you're playing like an additional bench space to get the area 0 usage the way that like a Zoroark deck does have to. All right, no judge, no judge, no judge. Why does my opponent always get to open Lilies? Like every game they've opened Lilies and I haven't. That's lame. I want to open Lilies. All right, so this turn, the priority is actually not to attack, it's to get Shaman down. If I get the attack and Shaman down, great. But Shaman is the #1 priority. All right, my opponent's hand must have like 4 energies in it if they're tossing away 2 energies, because they definitely still want to have grasses in hand for next turn. All right, and then yeah, there's the random Badoo. I prepped for it though. I grabbed the Diplin, so I'm not really worried about that. All right. Wool. Down to go attach, down to go Applin. Maybe I should have, or Diplin, maybe I should have went with the one that doesn't have Brave Bangle on it. Probably. Oops, that's not the ability. All right. Now I do get to play Lilies, which is fantastic. But because I'm item locked, the item lock is still pretty good because I don't get Shaman if I don't just raw drew Shaman Thwacky. Okay. I need to draw Thwacky or Shaman. Now the game's like pretty much over. Could have quick search first, but whatever, it's fine. But I have like the Giga God board, and then I also have Pivot in my hand via Kieran, so this game is like pretty much over. And then down to just like get a swing into a Teal Mask. Force of Vitality also is like pretty good for me because they'll drop Force of Vitality for me, so I can like evolve up pretty quick and then bump it back. That's cool. Yeah, I guess Switch plus Maractus can be Pecha plus Eviltal. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, Retreat Lock's going to be pretty much everywhere. So, if Retreat Lock's going to be everywhere, then you should probably be playing copies of Switch. And then playing Petra in your deck is also cool because you can also never be Retreat Locked. So, yeah, I'm kind of down for that. So, it's like pretty much impossible to break the chain of attackers now. My opponent's best bet is to like boss kill Thwacky or something, but because Force of Vitality is in play, it also just immediately comes back. So it's like a pretty big lose-lose for them. Like almost impossible to win the game. For the rest of the game, it's like pretty unga boonga. Just have to make sure there's like nothing like super weird. The stamp's like, this is like the best time for them to have stamp, but it should be fine. Even with 2 dead cards, I'm not really like too concerned about the stamp at this point. I don't need to get the stadium bump this turn either, is the thing. I literally just need an energy and I kill the Teal Mask. So they probably should have attacked with the other Teal Mask. I'm not really too sure what the rationale there was, but now it means I don't actually need the stadium to just keep taking prizes. But I'm also just going to be so far ahead in the trade by the end of this game. These guys just love like sequencing terribly. Fez draw at the end of the turn again. Please Fez draw earlier into the turn. All right. All right. Yes. Like, how do they end up with like 21 cards in their deck? We don't even know how this happens. All right, cool. So we're just killing the active. I could do a Prime Catcher play, but there's just like no reason to do it. Don't really care for Grookey. I think I just want another Diplin spot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab Lilies. Just draw a decent amount of cards. I could have also just went with Lana's Aid, but that's kind of the downside of the special grasses. Like, I'm playing 2 and I drew into both special grass. I can't go for grass there. Bug catching set. Jeez. Okay, well, I think I will go for another Thwacky now because I just drew nothing. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to leave the Force of Vitality so I can chain the next one next turn, though, as well. So I'm going to go grab the energy. Stadium's kind of useless this turn, so I'm not going to bother with Stadium. But now I'm going to go bench, evolve, make the second Diplin. Because I just like do not want to get disrupted and not have a Diplin on the board. And then I can make sure I have a Diplin on the board next turn because that Force of Vitality will still be in play. So I'm just not really that concerned. But man, I have an up and drawing super well. I've had an okay win rate despite that, but when I picked up this deck, I was running a whole lot better. I like don't open a Lilies, and then I Lilies into a bunch of supporters and no search cards. It's kind of been my experience. Like I haven't really played any Poffins. Yeah. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Still think it's like very, very hard for my opponent to win, albeit now because my chain of attackers is a little bit more stumbly. I could lose, but I think it's fine because 2 more Diplin should win me the game. So just go in Lana's Aid next turn and then killing this Teal Mask with a Bangle, and then next turn just go in like Prime Catcher, kill a Teal Mask on the bench, or Prime Catcher, kill Meganium or something. Should be good enough. Cool. Looks fine to me. I don't know if they'll even play a judge, and obviously if they're not playing a judge, they're just gonna lose the game. So I appreciate that part of it as well. Once you take away the Arbaliva action in this deck, it's just, you're just trading 2 for 1. So yeah, we'll just go grab I want to make sure I have Bangle. I have Bangle. So Bangle, Lana's Aid, and then I think just like Prime Catcher is fine. Gets me the knockout this turn, and then secures me the knockout next turn as well if I don't get disrupted, and gives me the retreat lock pivot if that ends up being relevant, which I don't think it will, but who knows. I have a Stadium. I don't have Stadium. Hold up, I need Stadium. I go Lana's Aid, Apple, Energy, Bench Apple, Evolve Apple, Festival Grounds, Energy, Bangle. I don't really think my opponent has much counterplay, so I'm not really worried anyways, but like I don't have like a retreat lock pivot or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Like I have a secondary attacker and 3 quick searches to go with it. I kill the Thwacky, I just promote the Diplin again, and I still have 2. So it's like pretty much impossible for me to lose here. Another example of a game where my opponent needs like 3 more attacking turns to win the game. And I think they are just checkmated. Yeah, I have Energy Boss in hand, so even without a single quick search, I have game. Well, now I need the Stadium Bump, but with 3 quick searches, I could have a 0-card hand here and go Energy Stadium Boss, which is enough to win the game. So essentially game on board. All right. Just twiddling my thumbs here. Judge? You want to judge me? Go for it. You want to Harlequin me? Go for it. Sure. That sounds fantastic. That sounds great. Does not matter what 4 cards I draw. Cool. I drew cards. All right. Definitely writing on the wall kind of situation. So yeah, again, like if you can play around the Arbaliva, there's no like boss Arbaliva snipe, you kind of just win. So getting Shaman down is super key, but you get Shaman down and it is pretty much impossible to lose. So hopefully my opponent can see the writing on the wall and I don't need to go through the actions. There we go. Cool. Got it done. You probably could have seen that before, but there you go. All right. So clawed my way up a little bit back to 1559 after the loss. What are you guys playing for post rotation? Anything interesting that anyone watching's been practicing? I'm still kind of all ears on deck ideas. This has been good, but I'm still interested to see what people have been playing. All right, I'm going first. Always happy to go first. Definitely go first deck. Oh my gosh, how many hands have I opened where I have like Black Belt Kieran? Okay, like sure. This is gonna be like a terrible game on both ends. All right, well, like I guess I'll just get a Grookey down because I have the Thwacky in hand and I have pivots. So if I ever get a Goldeen out, then I'm like giga chilling. But this is just disgusting. It's probably Slowking. And if it's Slowking, this matchup's like pretty much impossible to lose if I set up, and I actually probably should have some time. Marnie been my main lately. Starmie has kind of fallen off for me. Yeah, like Starmie is okay, but it kind of just feels like it does the same thing as Grim, but worse. And the only benefit is you save deck space. Like your energy type is not as good either. You'd rather just be attack for dark than attack for water. Like you get the Mega Frostlass energy, that's cool, but if you want that like Mega Frostlass package, I think Frostlass Monkey just kind of clears. Festival Lead is good. Crustle 1800 is wild. I mean, yeah, Crustal's pretty good in early formats, I think. Like a lot of people just not respecting it. A lot of decks like straight Pult exactly, right? It just like gets destroyed by it. Maybe that's what our Chi-Yu opponent earlier had that Chi-Yu in their deck for. Cool. So I have everything for next turn. I'm not expecting to get boss killed after they go Cypher, and that's it. So I'll evolve this, and then I should be winning next turn. I just grabbed Lilies, and I'm off to the races. Also, I'm like super down to get rid of this crap, because that is obviously just like never getting used. Yeah, Festival Lead, you inspired me to try this deck. Good. I'm happy that there's people playing Festival Lead. I think this deck is criminally underrated, and we will see its rise to fame here at some point, maybe. Oh, Prime Catcher looks pretty good here too. But I don't know if Prime Catcher's. I mean, I have to like. I did prize check, but I didn't actually prize check, so it doesn't really matter. I have to retreat. But like killing this Kyurem seems kind of bad. Doesn't really matter. It's like a one prize matchup, and as long as I'm like attacking, I'm winning. So if I don't get the ability to chain an attack, I'll probably leave the Kyurem in the active. Just like punch it once. And if I do have the ability to chain attacks, then I'll just knock it out and start taking the prize lead. So like one Poffin and I'm attacking, I think, is basically it. It's kind of. Oh my gosh. Are we serious, bro? Dude. Like, where are my search cards? All right. I'm just gonna punch this for 80 then and call it a day. I would not like to attack again. No, thank you. I do not want to lose my only Diplin. No, thank you. What do you think about the Mewtwo deck? It's got good matchups, but the agency on it's pretty bad. So it's like fine. Not a huge fan. If I lose my Diplin, I'm actually just getting fried here. If they go bench Latias, Slowking, Energy, like all the pieces, I'm just dead. Like I'm not actually dead because their deck doesn't really do things. Okay, cool. So I didn't actually lose. Like ridiculous though. It's just like the worst hand of all time here. I don't know what's with my deck today. I cannot draw anything. I'm telling you, this deck is supposed to be consistent, but it's like doing me dirty today. That's fine. That's fine. It's like game should be pretty much over now. I guess like I maybe didn't need to put the second stadium in play, but my opponent probably doesn't actually find all 4 Academy at Nights in time to disrupt my chain of attacks. Okay, this is more what I wanted. Now that I have all the Pokemon, now they're giving me all the surge cards. Actually, hold on. I want to burn one of these Poffins. I'm down to burn one Poffin, and then when this gets knocked out, I have one more Poffin in my hand. So now we can do that. Let's try to find Thwacky. Cool. And then we have like the Giga Nuts now. And we just start chaining attacks. The rest of this game is like a formality. I just win the prize trade every time now. Down to grab like Lana's Aid. Sounds fine. The only way I lose this game is if I run out of attackers, but even Slowking has a small enough amount of HP where I can just knock it out with Seeking, which is a pretty big deal. Gives me 5 attackers plus Alana's Aid, so I can like pretty consistently present 6 attackers. So like the way that I would actually lose this game is if they bump my festival grounds like every single turn. But I think it's fine because at some point I get to just like kill a damaged Pokemon and I don't have to have the stadium in play. The deck really feels like it's so broken when you get the Thwackies up and running. Yeah, and it's supposed to happen a lot more than it's happened in this stream. Or like it's supposed to happen on turn 2 a lot more often. What do you think about Pults in this format? I mean, Pult's definitely just the best deck. Double Latias? Bro, what are we cooking? Holy. Like, he's like trying to give up 2 prizes? This is ridiculous. I guess you're like surely just breaking, right? Sneak inspiration. Oh, you just that's a thumbs down emote for sure. You just like pack it up, buddy. Pack it up. Yeah, there we go. Pult is the best deck in the format by like a mile, but whether it's the best deck in the format or not, a lot of times people just like don't play the BDIF. So it's like okay to lose the BDIF or like have a negative matchup against BDIF. That's why I'm actually testing Festival League because I think I can beat a lot of Pult players anyways, and the deck just cruises through a lot of the rest of the meta. You lose to like Steven's Metagross and Okie Dokie because you can't really out damage them, but that's about it. Yeah, so Pult's really, really good. Like if I was responsible, I would probably just play Pult to Prog, but I don't know, Pult's so boring. And I don't like the tournament. I'm playing for the love of the game. I'm not playing to like qualify for worlds or anything, so I can kind of play anything if it's just like a deck I want to play and I think it's pretty good. And I think this deck's pretty good. Hello Jackson. Hi Steve O. Is that Steve? I don't know. If this is the Steve I think it is. I don't know if it is, but hello Steve. If you are the Steve I'm thinking of, then good to see you. Like it's probably not, but maybe. Am I going first or second? I didn't check. I'm going first. Cool. Do you evolve one of your psychic Pokemon? What is that for? I don't know. Like something that like accelerates energies when you evolve, and then it's plainly Zygarde, I guess. I don't know what accelerates energies when you evolve into a psychic type, but I'm sure we'll see. That's like probably what the Pokemon is. And like this guy is obviously not getting it done against the apples. And we'll bench the Shaman because that is your entire game. Oh my gosh, I opened a good hand for once. The game's chalked unless you knock out my Applin. The game's actually probably chalked even if you do knock out my Applin. Like you just cannot beat this. You're losing 3 prizes next. I guess like the Lunatone Zoroark to attack this turn could happen. Like Balloon. Lunatone Zoroark, Energy Balloon. I didn't realize this is only 2 retreat cost. This thing is huge. How is it only a 2 retreat cost? Okay, yeah, I actually could lose this Applin. Then I actually have tiny issues. I won't say big issues, but I have tiny issues if that happens. Oh, it is Kenji. Okay, what's going on, Kenji? I wasn't sure. I feel like I thought it was Steve Ono, but I thought it like might have been just a random Steve. Oh, so this is the something accelerating energies. I don't know what this does, but I assume it accelerates energies. All right, no air balloon, please. No air balloon, no switch. This is like also surely cannot be better than just playing Barbarical in your deck. All right, cool. I'm gonna take 3 prize cards this turn. That sounds pretty good. Well, I guess I'm not guaranteed to take 3 prizes, but I'm like probably taking 3 prizes. Yep, that'll do it. Giga over. I get the full board and 3 prizes on the second turn of the game. Make my second Thwacky, grab Poffin, get the full board. I have follow-up Diplin, Energy Supporter, I have everything. So this is what you would like to see on the deck out of turn 2 a little bit more often. It's also part of the reason I'm playing so many switch cards is so when you don't open something good, you can also just pivot into it turn 1, turn 2, but it doesn't always work out that way. Do I need more than 2 Thwackies? I don't think so. I'd rather just get the extra Festival lead up Pokemon on the board to avoid getting like hand disrupt cheesed out of the game. Because I don't think I'm going to need very much to chain attacks. And there we go. That seems pretty good. Very, very cool. Yeah, that is probably not going to work out well for our hero. Oh my gosh, I have 2 Diplins in my hand as well now. Did I take any of those off the prizes? Yeah, I took a Diplin off the prizes and a Festival Grounds, another one. Okay, we're just like we're just speed running and losing the game. That's gonna be a Prime Catcher into a Kieran into a Brave Bangle into actually I don't even need the modifiers. Okay, what do you do? Energy's off the top or something? Like look at top X. Once during turn when you play this Pokemon, look at the top 4 and attach any number, shuffle. Cool. Okay. And then that's when we go boss, canceling Cologne on the Shaman, and then you wipe my entire board. My opponent's definitely getting the attack off this turn. They actually are going to get the attack off this turn, wow. And they're going to realize that Shaman is a card that does things. Would you focus on getting the Festival Lead pokes or the monkeys against Festival Lead? So I assume you're saying like when you're playing against Festival Lead. It kind of depends on their board and like what you're playing, because if you knock out a Thwackey but you're just like a hit the active deck, they can just reestablish the Thwackey. So it depends a little bit on that. It can be correct to go for either depending on how their board is set up. So like with this board where I have 3 Diplin pieces, going for Thwackeys will like generally make more sense. Okay, well that was an embarrassment. That was actually just speedrunning losing. It's like speedrunning losing the game on turn 3. Me taking 6 prize cards. I didn't even take 2 minutes with the timer. That's crazy. Cool. Well, I guess that's like the most efficient way to ladder climb, just to have your opponent bench a Mega Zygarde for no reason. No complaints. All right. Holy moly, I get to watch the big JCT stream. Incredibly tough. Yeah, of course. Of course. Oh, I'm playing against Jessica Robinson. That's her Twitter handle. It's kind of cool. She's Yu-Gi-Oh! International champion, I believe, and like got into Pokemon this year, if I remember correctly. That's kind of cool. I have Air Balloon Pivot. I think this did not open a Poffin to save my life, man. No Poffin, no Lilies. They just hate me. All right, whatever. Oh, a bunch of mulligans. And looks. What does this do? Okay, so it's just like Frostlass Cheese. Okay. Incredibly tough. Which decks do you like other than this? Other than Festival Lead, I think Zoroark's pretty good, and I think uh-oh. That is not very good for me. Wait, I can Rabisca block that. Oh, we're definitely just Rabisca blocking that. Yeah. Seeking has to get involved here. So let me focus on my turn 1. I have Balloon to get into it. Yeah. Seeking's in there. Prime Catcher in here? No. Because there'll be an Yveltal Retreat Lock in here as well. It's okay. I might get item locked on turn 1 as well, so I want to just go ahead and get out the Thwackey. And then I do have Rabisca in the deck, so I'm going to bench the Rellor to play around this. I only want to attach the Special Grass here because I lose out on the whole shebang, but I think I'm just going to attach the grass here anyway. No, I mean, it's like a spread deck. This is like literally why the growing grass ends up being good. It's like stuff like this. Yeah, just drop the grass there. W Poffin. Oh yeah, I took a Poffin off the I took a Poffin off the mulligan, so we're chilling. Kenji, what are your thoughts on Pult Megazard Y? Oh, I mean, that is like a deck that you could certainly choose to play that does things. I don't know if any of the things are very good. I don't know. How are we powering this up? Are we playing like Pult Blaziken Megazard Y? Like, how are we ever powering that guy up? Are we going Roses? We go Roses attach, actually. That could be cool. I doubt it would be very good, but it could be interesting. That's what I'll say. It could be interesting. All right. This is just like not going to do anything once I get the Rapska up. Like the way I lose this game is like essentially random boss. Also, they definitely want to bench a Monkey Dory this turn, so I can't just like kill two things if I get the... Oh wait, no, this has 120, so it doesn't matter. But like in general, if I kill the first thing, they want to be able to shove a monkey up before they have Frostlass. But the problem is, once they have Frostlass in play, the damage on the monkey gets ticked, so the Frostlass puts it in do the wave range. Oh, banger of a top deck. That's great. Yeah, so I think I'm okay to commit this air balloon. I have lots of other switch cards. And then this will just grab lilies, and hopefully off the lilies, I just find the Seeking out. I'm not like, I don't need to attack this turn, so I'd rather just stabilize. But I would love to attack. Like, attack would be good. But not in the cards. This. On Rapska, that's good. I kind of want to like stagger my board here a little bit too. I don't need the Rapska just yet. I mean, I could get hand disrupted. That's the thing. Like hand disrupt KO randomly, but I don't think I can get hand disrupt KO'd. I don't know. Maybe I should have just attacked with Seeking because I would have just went draw 4. That might have been better. Like take the prize. But next turn I can just go boss Frostlass. Pretty good. Also, if I get trapped, my I have no pivot. So if I get randomly bossed here, I'm probably gonna lose the game. Okay, whatever. I was gonna pass. I don't think I need to do any of these. Festival lead gameplay fire just like Pidgeot Zard. No, this deck is nothing like Pidgeot Zard. The only thing that it is similar to Pidgeot Zard is the fact that it has quick search, and that is it. So no, this deck is not anything like Charizard. We are fading Charizard in the Big 26. That is incredibly true. Can you make a deck of it, please? This deck that cannot possibly be good. Just seems very, very hard to do like anything with. You just like, it's so many deck spaces for a pretty terrible payoff, because discard 3 280 is not really worth putting a 3 prizer in play, and you're already going to have to commit like a bajillion deck spaces to it. So I don't think I'll be building any Pulsard. Hey Gav, how's it going? I always forget about the drawing from Seeking. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. What does that Eviltal do? It does 2 counters to everything that already has damage on it. Which means there's going to be 1 Pokemon that takes damage off of this. Whatever they choose. Thwacky? Rellor? Rapska? Boy, Rellor. Probably kill the Rellor immediately. Oh. I guess they take a knockout here. Maybe they assume that my hand's just bad because I didn't evolve, but I'm just not evolving to stagger. So now I think I'm in a much better spot. I just have to keep good pace. So I'm just gonna go, and then yeah, we just go knock out this Frostlass. I don't think this position is like fantastic for me, but it's like fine. Good enough. It's okay. But the Seeking attack early should have definitely happened. Why do we stagger? Just because Frostlass damage. I don't really want to give them free Frostlass damage, and because there's no Iono, I'm just not really that scared of losing my hand on any random turn. I could get stamped, like they could go Petrol for stamp now, but I didn't take a prize last turn, so there was no way for them to hand disrupt really, because they're probably not playing Judge. It's probably just stamp. And then yeah, so this Eviltal just doesn't like do anything really. It's like an insane hand. How do they always have lilies? They always have lilies. They have Stadium Bump, Energy, lilies, and then they get this too. Like so annoying. Whatever. Fine. It's not really fine. This is like definitely not going to go well for me. But I can knock out Frostlass again with my second boss. And the Rabsca is going to hold down the fort from this Evil Tall. Alright, well, clearly I need to evolve this now. Which is annoying, but... You're going to go in the active, right? So you can use the Evil Tall attack. Thing is, 100 HP is not that small. So, I'm not overly concerned just yet. I don't know, like this Evil Tall is just gonna be so annoying until I kill it. But hit it for 100 and they triple Adrenaline Brain, then I can't. I like maybe should have punched it earlier. I don't know. I'm down to bench this. I'm fine to evolve this one now. No, I don't even really want to evolve this one now. I'm kind of down to just like let this one die. Yeah, that's fine. I'll let it die because it'll take more Adrenaline Brains that way. And then they'll probably make a Frostlass again. Because my Prime Catcher's prized, I don't have a third way to knock out a Frostlass. I want to, oh, sorry. I do not want to perform another attack. Oops, I was looking at the chat. On paper, this like should be pretty. Oh, how many stadiums are in the deck? I'm gonna run out of stadiums. This is so bad. I don't think there's just randomly gonna be 3 stadiums in this deck, and then on top of that, they were gonna like chain the stadiums. How are we chaining Stadium Frostlass every turn? We're chaining Stadium Frostlass Lilies. Why can't my deck function like this? How do I have like literally the best draw engine in the game, and then my opponent just goes shuffle, draw 6, play every single playable card they could possibly have on every turn? It's just like ridiculous. And I'm now gonna get overwhelmed by 2 Frostlasses because they managed to find Frostlass Norrent again and Stadium. Oh my goodness. It's actually so bad. I like really need to take. I mean, if once I kill this Evil Tall though, if I can start taking 2 a turn, then I'm in good shape. But if I get my 4th stadium, if I get my 4th stadium bumped, I'm just gonna concede probably. Like obviously I can't punch an Evil Tall for 100. But I'm just shocked because like, how many stadiums are you playing, and how are you finding them so consistently? Unless there's like randomly 5 stadiums. That's the thing about post rotation, is you just have no idea what's in your opponent's deck to like truly know what's going on. So clearly my like early stadium drop was probably not very good. All right, and then my Rabsca's going down between turns here. But that's fine because I'm knocking out the Evil Tall now. And there's probably only 1 copy of this Evil Tall in the deck, I would assume. I mean, maybe not, but we're down 2 stretchers and I'm knocking out this Evil Tall. So I think this is like kind of okay to get knocked out eventually. They'll stagger it so they can knock it out between or like during their turn. That makes sense. Let's go like Stadium. And then just like grab like Growing Grass or something. Just like toss it onto one of my Applins. It's so bad. I'm just cooked. I'm like actually gonna get cooked if the stadium gets bumped. But if I can take 2 prizes next turn, then I'm actually in like reasonable shape. But a second double Frostlass hits the board here. It's pretty hard. I've like done an okay job staggering my board, but like not a fantastic job either. Because it's like this is dying, this is dying, this is gonna die soon, this is definitely dying. So it's probably just over. Okay, I got the Frostlass, and then let me guess, there's a stadium bump coming my way too. Surely, like, we can't keep drawing this well. Also, I can't even push the Applin after the first Applin gets... Actually, that's fine. They're not going to knock this out. They'll knock it out between turns, but like the Mind Bend would be giga annoying here. So I'm really hoping they don't attach here. Because like attach here, Adrenabrain 20 knockout, and then I have to push something else is really bad. But I guess I just push the Rapska. But I just don't win this. Oh my goodness, that is unbelievable. Energy boss Frostlass on top of it. Like how am I meant to compete? All right, pack it up. That is absurd. Literally just the nuts every single. I feel like that Eviltal is a big issue. I don't know. Maybe I should have killed the Eviltal earlier. Okay. Having that, okay, so if I have that Prime Catcher, I don't know. Like if they just like don't make a Frostlass for like one turn, I'm totally fine. But because there's a Frostlass, every single turn I killed a Frostlass, and then Stadium Bump, and then just like literally everything. I don't know. I think I was just losing that game regardless, but maybe I should have knocked out the Eviltal first, and that way I could have a board state where I can maybe take 2 prizes every turn. That Eviltal is just so bad for me. Just existing as a Pokemon with over 100 HP. Because trading 1 for 1 is just not going to get it done against a Frostlass deck when they're doing Frostlass things. Okay, well this is pretty good. Do you think Festival Lead is real? Yes, I am playing decks that I think are good because I want to win, hopefully. 1-1 Rapska, not 2-1 Rapska. All right, so not a terrible start. I need a few things to go my way. If I don't get Bidooed, this is great. Oh, pretty good. Random boss, always a little annoying, but that's fine. Just lilies into an energy card and a dude, please. Okay, cool. That's good enough. Coffin first. So I want to find stage 1s here. Go Relor, Applin. Wait, no, Relor, Applin, bench Thwacky. And then I have Rapska in the deck. Yeah, I want to make sure of that. So wait, this is my second turn, right? Yeah. Oh, bug catching set. Pretty good. Probably actually shouldn't have grabbed the Rapska, but that's fine. Go patch, retreat. Let's go like that. And then what do I want next one? I probably just want boss kill. Boss kill Dracloak sounds like really, really good. I could get boss stalled again, so I think I could be just like energy. That way I can like cure and attack still if I get stalled, and then if I don't, I can just go grab boss. Or if I even have to grab boss, I think this is fine. Currently debating between Mega Box or Mega Lucario to my 2K People Nationals. 2K People Nationals is like, where is this? Is this in Asia? I think both those decks are kind of mediocre, so I don't know if I play either of them, but I wish you the best of luck. No lilies, no lilies. They always have everything, man. They always have everything. How did you go from that turn 1 to Dracloak, Candy, Blaziken, and lilies? This is ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. It's fine. My position's still pretty good, but like, holy, I'm just getting absolutely destroyed here. Am I getting Blaziken attacked? I like kind of hope I'm getting Blaziken attacked. No Stadium Bump? Can I knock this out actually? I need 2 I have the Kieran as the modifier, but I also need like Pokemon, and I need a lot actually. I don't think I can knock this out. I can just knock out the Dracloak though. Right? No, I can't even knock out the Dracloak. Wait, why is this bad for me? What happened? Did I lose the plot here somewhere? That's a good top deck. I mean, I could like I could go for bug catching set off of the thing. I think I might go bug catching set and try to high roll the thwacky basic Pokemon, because then I can go quick search Bangle, get the knockout, and then otherwise I just play the lilies, and there's not much downside. Yeah, because I could otherwise I could go like prime catcher or like boss kill, but I think this is just better because like I probably hit two things regardless. I have good high roll. Okay, whatever. It's like I quick search for the thwacky now. But, okay, it's like a good high roll opportunity. Quick search boss just feels so risky. I'm not gonna get the knockout next turn on this Blaziken again. Be a little honest. They can't get to. I think I just like two-shot this Blaziken. Play a little honest. I just get a smidge of honesty here. Oh, I hit the prime catcher. That's great. Prime catcher high roll is so nice. And I got the second piece as well, so I get to get the Diplin on the board too. Wow, that's great. Diplin. Prime catcher up. Drakloak. I don't think the balloon matters. It like actually might matter. There's like a line where they like kill the Rabsca and then go boss 70, boss 70. So if I have balloon on one of the two, then it's like a little bit better. I do want to bench this, unfortunately. I'd rather have like a third Grookey, but I think that getting this second punch is pretty important. Even if it's just in the Blaziken, it opens up a lot of opportunities for me later where I don't have to get the modifiers and I can like knock this out from the bench now. I can like hit it and then later I can go boss Bangle and then knock it out. Because my prime catcher's gone, I wouldn't be able to knock it from the bench otherwise. So I think this attack is pretty valuable. Master Ball Malaysia. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the thing about what was it? Mega Box is that it kind of just does the same thing as like all of the like Ogerpon Clefairy box decks without really adding too much with like Absol package. I think there's just better ways to play Mega Absol and like in Zoroark, to be totally honest, or like playing like some sort of like pseudo Zoroark, pseudo Mega Box kind of thing. And then I think Lucario, like people are very emotional with like just tacking Clefairy into random decks right now. And like decks that shouldn't have Clefairy. So I think if you play Lucario, you're just asking for a lot of trouble. I think I dropped Lucario after testing it this week. Like I played against a Zoroark deck that played Clefairy in it. So like obviously if we have a chance of running into a Zoroark deck with Clefairy, like this is just not a good play. So yeah, we're not doing that. Dallas position looks pretty good for me. They get the stadium bump, which is fine. I don't really care too much about that, but the important part is my Rabsca stays alive. So this looks pretty good for me. Like yes, they'll chain Pulse, but I'm gonna get to like a pretty good spot, and then I'll have like boss for game on a Drakloak pretty easily too. Oh, Rocket Box. Oh, Rocket Box is also terrible. Well, Rocket Box is okay. But it has no agency, and I'm just not a fan of that. Like, I'd rather play a deck that gets to control more aspects of the game. And Brawl matchups are okay. So if you're pretty new to the game, I think Rocket Box is a good deck, but I think there's better decks to play if you want to have agency. Is Judge not good in this deck? I mean, like Judge is fine, but like you're like effectively a glorified aggro deck, and most of the time your opponent having the nuts just doesn't matter. Like as long as you hit your line, it doesn't really matter what their line is. So just focus on hitting your line. Oh, they didn't have a dark in the discard. That's huge. Okay. Not gonna bother pushing the Thwacky with a balloon. I don't really care that much. Pokepad, go get me Diplin. My hand's like not very good, so I could just Lilies and then go. But I need Stadium Bangle Energy, so I'm not actually guaranteed if I Lilies, but I just need to have like one of those pieces. I think it's fine. I think I can just take the risk. And like I need a basic Pokemon, but oh no, I don't need a basic Pokemon. Oh, Stadium Energy Bangle. Those are the 3 pieces. Good. Cool. Go get the Applin for the chain. Actually, I'll just go get Poffin. Burn extra dead cards out of the deck. And then I think just pivot card is good. Go get Kieran, right? Modifier plus pivot is good. Go do that. I expect them to knock on my Rabska, so I'm down to get the energy with the HP boost there, and then let's go get the Applin. And be like a tight finish, but I think like as long as I hit my line, I do win the game. But because they did aggressively take 2 prizes, it'll be more interesting than it normally is. And I still do have to survive a stamp turn. But I don't think it should be too hard for me to survive a stamp turn because they are down a stadium card as well. Ew. I was wondering why I only had 1 Poffin in my deck. I thought like, oh, have I like burnt that many? I didn't. I just had 2 prized. That's fair. I like that thinking. Yeah. Is Zoroark good right now? I think Zoroark's very good right now. It just has problems with grass decks. So I think you need to play a Zoroark deck that has like at least a soft answer for it, whether for grass decks and particularly Teal Mask, whether that's Moltres or Megalopony. I mean, Zoroark, unless you go for some sort of aggro cheese strat or retreat lock, you're not going to be beating Festival Lead. So I wouldn't really worry about that too much. But aside of the grass decks, your deck is very, very good and it's very consistent. And I like the fact that it has agency. I think Zoroark's probably better than people are giving it credit for. It's interesting to see different top players rank the same deck outside of Pult. Like Festival Lead specifically, are you referring to, or just decks in general? Wildly different opinions. Yes. Well, I mean, that's to be expected. People have opinions on things they haven't tested. Like I could give a really strong opinion on Arboliva, but I've played 0 games with the deck. So to see people commenting on decks they probably haven't played is a little bit, I think, premature. I try to not give super hard opinions on decks that I haven't played that much. I personally have played a lot of Mega Lucario, and I've decided that I don't think the deck is very good. Yeah, I saw Piper's video as well. I disagree with a lot of the opinions, and that's okay. People are definitely allowed to have different opinions on it. But I think Mega Lucario is a good deck in a vacuum, but does not matter when 40% of people are playing Clefairy in their random decks that shouldn't be playing Clefairy. Like power level deck of the deck is great, but it's really easy to tech for, and even though people shouldn't be teching for it, people are going to be teching for it. Cool, I top decked a Kieran, that gets me the knockout. Energy Bangle, yeah. I have a basic Pokemon in my deck, I think I do. Actually surprised I got the knockout here. I thought I like maybe would have had to settle for like a judge, but we got there. The retreat lock stuff could be a little bit more, or not like retreat lock, but just like stalling something could be a little bit more worrying now. But so I need energy, right? Yeah, but I can't really do too much about it. I'll grab the growing grass again. It leaves me a bug catching out in the deck as well, which is cool. Plus 30, Brave Bangle, attach, and then get the knockout here. And then Energy Boss wins me the next turn. Even if I can't find another Pokemon, as long as that monkey doesn't get an energy, that is. But because I can knock out this Dracloak for 80. So as it stands, I do have game on board if this Diplin gets knocked out. Then I got the follow-up stadium. I don't think I've been stamped yet though. Yeah, if my opponent stamps, it could get kind of dicey. But it's like stamped and they need this and they need that. What do you disagree with? Oh wait, oh my gosh, there's a lot more. Metagross EX. Metagross EX I have not tested, so I will refrain from my opinions on it, but it seems like the deck, it has a lot of good attackers. So if it has a good engine and it gets set up consistently, it should be pretty good. It'll definitely benefit from having hand disruption. So I think next set as well, kind of with the Jealous and with the Skarmory being able to do Guardy-esque things, it should get a lot more playable. I think Grass is actually chill since it's basically whoever takes the first two and you can keep a single prize or board state. That's good in theory until your opponent uses an Arboliva and then hits for weakness on your active and knocks out two of your Zoruas. So don't think that's necessarily true. It's also just kind of hard to knock out an Arboliva. What do you disagree with Piper's Vid? I think Festival Lead is much better than a D tier deck for sure. I think it's actually very close to an A tier deck because you beat almost everything that is not Dragapult. And there are decks that are much higher on that tier list that do lose to Dragapult. Nice mind bend. Do you know what Festival Grounds does? It says that you cannot be affected by special conditions. So yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, no, I think Festival Lead's pretty good. I think it's like at the very worst, a high B tier deck. And I do talk to Piper, and I'm not sure if Piper's actually played Festival Lead. We've talked about it, but I don't know if she's actually played Festival Lead. So I think her opinion on it's actually just like very wrong. But again, that's okay. It's like it's fine for people to have different opinions. But again, I try to hold back my opinions if I don't think my opinions are really good and informed. Zoroark sounds like it's a good play to Nationals, just the potential grass meta stuff is scary post rotation. Yeah, that's why I think you need to have some sort of like actual answer, whether that's like a 1/1 Mega Lopunny line or something else. Like 1/1 Mega Lopunny lets you just knock out a Teal Mask for 1, so it's very hard for them to knock it out in return. And then you trade 4 for 3 with the Lopunny, so even if they take the first prize, or even if they take the first 2 prizes, like you still end up trading very, very well. So I think Mega Lopunny or Moltres. Issue I have is with Lucario Chomp. Yeah, Zoroark does struggle there a little bit. Again, you kind of have to break the deck in some regards. A 400 HP Garchomp is like very scary. So like I think Zoroark's strong, but I don't know like enough about the deck to know like how good of a matchup you can get into those decks. Metagross is a good engine, but the attackers are kind of bad. I think the attackers are kind of good. There's the fact that there isn't a big swinger doesn't necessarily mean that your deck is bad. It just does mean that you have to adjust a little bit. Okay, this is a great hand. Let me focus on this real quick. Would I like Teedledum, Teedledummer, or Teedledummest? Sure. That works. I scrap second Grookey, and I have Kieran for switch option next turn if I get boss trapped. This looks pretty good. Should be winning this game pretty convincingly. I'll even get the attachment down. I cannot get knocked out. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Yo, Dalton, hey, what's up? How's it going? I'm not putting anything on slot box. I tell you, I'll play Terra box, but I'm not playing no slot box. Deck is obviously fine, but it's just, I don't know, man. It's not thought provoking. Is Festival Lead super thought provoking? Maybe not, but I want to keep myself playing things that I think are good for my development as a player, and I don't think it's really doing anything for my development as a player. So I'll just focus on. Oh my gosh, this dude is getting destroyed. Top deck to Lilies. I finally did it. Top deck to Lilies. The game's over. Search for 2 basic Pokemon or draw 8 cards. I think I'll draw 8 cards. This game is like giga over. Sure. Fine. And then I just gotta make sure I get my Goldeen on the bench here. So that way I can't get Archer cheesed. And I can actually get energy onto an Applin this turn as well. So energy on Applin. Fade the Brave Bangle because you're doing nothing. And then we just go get another apple, I think. Actually no, because I don't need another apple. I already have 3 attackers, so we'll just go with the Grookey. I think I have Thwacky in hand. Yeah, I do. I mean, this game is functionally over. Your single price matchups with this deck are really good anytime that you open the high roll. And obviously, if you go second, they can high roll like a tiny bit, but your high roll is way better because you hit it more often, and you can take 2 prizes when you get the high roll, so you just never lose. And you never whiff a chain of attacks because you have 3 quick searches. Whereas they can actually whiff a chain of attacks by just whiffing an energy or something. Like you can never whiff an attack. So this game is like a complete formality because I have the Goldeen. So once this Dipplin gets knocked out, I have the push of something. The Archer knockout, the only way I lose is if I draw like a completely dead hand and then Lily's into another completely dead hand and then whiff for like another turn after that on top of that. Why didn't y'all talk about the drama on your podcast? It's just a touchy subject. And again, there's like other podcasts you can listen to talk about that, but I think staying out of that drama is just probably for the best. Are you throwing a party now that Gardevoir is dead? No, I like Gardevoir, man. I always play decks that have good matchups into Gardevoir. I play Charizard and Grimmsnarl. Those are decks that have good Gardevoir matchups. As long as you play the matchup correctly and use the Bidoof in the Grimmsnarl deck. I didn't do that in Houston, and I just tied against a Guardy that was playing like a ridiculously teched out list. Bro just wants a quick search. A quick searching's fine, but I just care about the engine being playable and the deck having decent matchups and it being pretty fun. So this deck kind of checks all the boxes. Also, I think my opponent's AFKing because this game is fully over, so they probably closed the clients. I still think Grim is a fraud. Yeah, it's definitely not very good post-rotation until you get hand disruption. So I'm not going to be pursuing it in this format, but I'll probably revisit it once Chaos Rising, whatever, Ninja Spinner, Japanese name is Ninja Spinner, when that set comes out. All right, my opponent is doing nothing. I can't wait for Greninja to come out. Yeah. Greninja should be very interesting. I don't know if it'll be as good as Greninja Break was, but it's got some interesting support with like the Surfing Beach and the split engine of Greninja EX and Mega Greninja. Grim's only existence is to check Guardy, nothing else. That is a terrible take. That is like a brutally terrible take because there are many other dark types that have better matchups into Gardevoir. Charizard and Zoroark have better matchups into Guardy than Grimmsnarl does, so your statement makes 0 sense. All right, really like one action, like, and the nice news is because I can knock out 2 things, I don't have to wait that long. But okay, there we go. Inactive for too long. All right, I'm gonna queue up for another game and go to the bathroom as I'm queuing up. I should queue immediately because I'm not that high. I've only pushed like 50 points here. 50, 95. Yeah, I've pushed like 40 points or something like that, but I'll queue up and use the bathroom. I'll be right back, but I'll let it queue up. All right, we're back here. Am I going first or second? I'm going second. I actually have enough search cards where I think it's fine if this apple dies. All right. Tips on fitting gym into schedule, long-time work, locals, and school for a college student. I've struggled with that for a long time myself. Like I'm not in as good of shape as I would like to be. Um, and like honestly, I'm streaming right now when I could be at the gym because I'm gonna go coach for 4 hours after I'm done here, and then probably not make it to the gym. So I mean, it really comes down to your priorities, right? Like, what do you actually want out of your life? So you got to prioritize something, right? So you can choose to prioritize your own health and fitness. You can choose to prioritize your social. You can choose to prioritize your hobbies. But it really just comes down to what you value, right? If you make it a priority, then you're gonna do it, right? Like I was never a student that like was going for a 4.0 in university because I'm graduated now. Um, so I've spent more time playing Pokemon. I spent more time being with friends, being with my girlfriend, traveling for Pokemon. So I just made those my priorities. But I mean, if you set anything as a priority in your life, you can just do it, right? So I'm hoping in this summer to get back in better shape. I had a shoulder injury in September that I just went unchecked because I was again prioritizing other things that weren't my health. But now I'm gonna have a little bit more. All right, so I'm playing against Lucario. This matchup's like giga good. I'm gonna go ahead and get the Thwacky. So this is another matchup where essentially how you lose is just getting judge cheesed out of the game. My ops got a 2-card hand though, but they tossed away a judge, so they either have judge or lilies in their hand. I'm gonna assume lilies, but if they're smart and they've seen Applin, they should know this matchup's terrible for them and that their win con is judge cheese. So, you know, whatever that kind of means for my opponent. I'm gonna go ahead and get down probably triple Grookey sounds good. So I have the pad as well. I got the full board here. It's great turn 1. Got the Thwacky in my hand for next turn. Or the Thwacky. Always mix up the names. Do like that. And then I'm down to just attach to the bench. If I don't get hand disrupted, I should just win. And I'm probably losing the active regardless. Early. Okay, I think the stream maybe went down. I assume people will come back in a second. Apologies if it crashed. I'm like not really too sure what happened. But I was looking on for like that video that someone mentioned in the comments. My AirPods switched over, and I think also I was logged into my YouTube account on. Yeah, okay, we're back. Cool. So I logged into my YouTube account on the phone, and I guess the phone was logged into like the same account that I was streaming on. And then between that and the AirPods, I think it crashed the stream, and I don't think the music's going anymore either. Can someone let me know if the music's going on or not? I think it might have paused because of the AirPod switching over. But I can't hear the music, so I'm like gonna try to reset it on my end here as well. I just wanted to finish my turn because this game's like giga over already, but I didn't want to time out of the game and just lose on that basis. That would be very bad. But I'm like leading for 2 here, and I have triple Thwacky on the boards. Like obviously we're doing pretty good. You guys can hear the music. Okay, so you guys can hear the music and I can't. That tells me it's probably like an AirPod problem. Let me pause it and reset it. I'm gonna refresh the page and reconnect my AirPods. Okay, now I can hear the music. Oops, I forgot to take my prize. And then go to the stream tab. All right, I'm back. Okay, so the issues have been fixed. Apologies for everyone there. Apparently logging into your YouTube when you're also streaming on YouTube is not a good idea. So my apologies. To I think Kuro said something about the. Oh, so I think you're just referring to the like the official game. Oh. I mean, like, sure. I don't even think. I don't know. People are pretty nasty online, so I'm sure the comment section will be saying some like terrible things about both people. I'm just not going to get involved with that. Yeah, not your internet crashing, just me crashing the stream unintentionally. Okay, I haven't even really been paying attention. Like, what's been going on? My opponent's just been doing things, and I haven't really been paying attention at all. I mean, they need a whole lot. I got 3 quick searches, and I got Diplin in hand already. All right, that tells me they did not do whatever they needed to do. They needed, like, Judge Stadium bump KO at the very least. And they obviously did not have that. So is my game just gonna do this now too? It's my here. Okay, well, okay, hold up. I'm gonna have to reset live, it looks like. So let me go to this and then go here and then reset live. All right, that should be good now. Let me know if that worked. Oh, I was muted on the full screen. Oh, I guess my headshot scene on whatever it is on OBS, it doesn't actually have a microphone attached to it. Okay, I got some things. I love this deck, but I think it's terrible into good pull players. Did you share your list? No, I haven't shared the list, but it's just like a prime catcher list with like all the standard stuff. It's got a Rabisco line in there, 2 growing grasses. Like you can like look through the list as I like do the deck search. But it's not anything super crazy. I think it's fine into good Pult players as long as they don't play Dusknoir. Like, it's not great. I would say that against like the best Pult players in the world, I'm winning less than 50% of the time, but I think that's okay. If that's my only bad matchup, I think it's okay. All right. So I was listening to the message and now I made a mistake. It's fine. I have to get Goldeen just in case I don't bug catching set into the nuts. I should have bug catching set first to see what I wanted to pop in for after, because now I didn't. If I got Thwacky plus Diplin, then I didn't need to get this Goldeen, but now I like definitely. Okay, well, probably lost. Worked out of the game. All good. Yeah, people have been so weird about what they've been saying about Makani and Karis. Lots of hopeful things. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, just like don't say stupid things on the internet, right? There's no reason to spread hate. There's no reason to say one person's lying, the other person's not lying. Like even if in theory someone is, like, it's just saying hurtful things on the internet is never going to end in good things. It's the Ian Rob situation all over again for real. I think it's a very different situation. It'll be real once Mega Slowbro comes out in a year. Yeah. We'll see. What do you think about Alakazam? I think Alakazam's pretty good. Okay, so I have to flip to kill a Badoo. Sorry. Attach, flip to kill Badoo. Alakazam's pretty good, but I think the fact that random decks are starting to play Articuno means I wouldn't play it in like the next couple weeks. It'll be like one of those decks you have to time playing it. I just think it's like too easy to counter to warrant playing. I got the first Bidoof kill. That's good. I mean, I'm still losing the game, but I got a Bidoof knockout. That's cool. Just like bricked out of the game, unfortunately. And then that second Bidoof. Oh my gosh. Is my opponent's last card in hand a Lilies? I'm just going to concede if it is. Oh, just terrible sequencing. Okay. They snap grab that. That's a Lilies. Yep. All right. Pack it up. I'm not gonna bother. I just like lose that game in 2 turns, and even if I top deck a Lilies, I still lose the game. So I'm not gonna bother playing out a game that is already losing. My goal is to climb, and it's not even like a straight pull. It's pull dusk, so like I have no comeback potential in there. I'm playing redeemable ticket in it as well. Really nice in 1 prize matchups to ensure you can access recovery. I don't think you need redeemable ticket because your deck is aggressively taking prizes. So redeemable ticket makes more sense in decks that don't take prize cards, but we take prize cards very, very quickly. Optimal Applin moment. Yeah. I mean, yes, but doesn't matter if all you have is an apple. So whatever. Been drawing a little bit crummy today, but not like terrible, so not really too many complaints. All right, another Dragapult, and I opened a Grookey, which is also terrible to see. Yeah, I lost again. I lost, and it's not even like a problem with the deck or with like the matchup. It's just like I can't move my attacker. Do you think Dragapult might be the worst BDIF era incoming compared to Charizard ADP? There's no way, like, the ADP format was obviously just like horrible. Like, I don't think you can compare this to ADP. The other decks just can't answer it on the tier list. Other decks can't answer Dragapult. Mega Lopunny and Zam for Articuno / Cornerstone. Sure, you could. I think that's fine. It's a reasonable take. Don't think it's like overly powerful. Okay, I got 1 more turn or I lose the game. Let's see if my opponent evolves into a Dracloak. I mean, they like just opened 4 Dreepies, Bidoof, and guess what? They opened a Lily's Determination. It's just like so annoying. It's not even like a festival lead issue either. It's just like a deck functionality issue with how high roll just hitting the Lilies is. Like so polarizing. And now my opponent's gonna make like quadruple Dracloak on turn 2. Like I already know that is gonna happen. Because once you like have this start, you just like snowball so hard. And I didn't get Rellor down on this turn either, so like obviously I lost there too. Like next turn is boss knockout. That's even worse for me. I didn't get quad Dracloak because they chose to play a boss, which is equally as bad for me. All right, good game. Just like such a polarizing format, and like very annoying. All right, I got like 1 game left of me until I gotta go, so let me play a game with something else. Hold up. Let me grab my Zoroark deck that I theorized. I haven't played it yet. I'm gonna go ahead and someone used @everyone in my Discord. Nice. I need to figure out how to make sure people cannot do that. I thought people couldn't do @everyone, but I guess people can do @everyone. All right, Zoroark. Grab this, copy, and then import. Okay, so it's like a Zoro control kind of thing that I was theorizing, where it's got like the Zoroark and the Stamp and the Absol, and then like the Area Zero package as well. Not really too sure how good it is, but I wanted to give it a try. It's been pretty good with the other shell that I was trying, so I'm gonna give this one a try as well here. Seems easy to get the Dunsparce to retreat in Lopunny. Yeah, it's like for sure fine to use the Lopunny. It's more of a question like how good it actually is. It definitely answers Articuno, so you could play that. I think that's fine. Maybe we need to fit Pokegears. I think I'd rather just fit more supporters or something at that point. I'm playing Zoroark. I want to go second, I think. I want to fit a Kangaskhan in here, actually. I didn't have a Kangaskhan in here, but I was playing like a Mega Box Absol that did have Kangaskhan. And I kind of want a Kangaskhan. All right, well, I wish I was going first now. I don't really want to sack off a 3-prizer, so I'm just going to open Petrant. Okay, and I'm getting farmed because I don't play a Lopunny line, like exactly what you need a Lopunny line for, or like Moltres. It's fine, and it's not exactly great anyways. The other list was somewhat similar to what Tord ran in Orlando. That's what I based it off of. This is more Zoroark heavy. It's not a Zoroark Mega Box, but my original take on it was Zoroark Mega Box, but it just seemed kind of inefficient. They opened really poorly, so I have a chance, but not like a great chance. I could just go like aggro Absol cheese, but I don't think it's very good. But attacking with Zoroark, my only Zoroark also seems bad. I'm just gonna go Absol cheese. I can't out trade this deck. That's the thing. I just can't out trade this deck. No lilies. Yeah, no lilies, no Serrano. The Serrano's like, I'm not playing the Kang, and part of the thing is like my Kang is so good because it turns Serrano into draw 2. I also didn't open an Ultra Ball to go Ultra Ball for lilies with Meowth. Like, this deck in theory should be very consistent, but only will be consistent occasionally. Okay, well, I can try to get like the 1-prizer in the active and try to like throw off the trade, but I benched an Absol, which I clearly regret now because my opponent started benching 2-prizers. Like, definitely not good. I mean, they got like a pretty mediocre start themselves. Like, Stamp top deck's not bad. I don't need Black Belt. Doesn't really matter for my math. Cypher for what? Often energy and then just go Claw next turn, like Stamp Claw boss. I can't kill a Teal Mask unless I generate poison damage. So bad. Let's go like Poffin energy. I could like retreat the Petrants, but because I have the Mega Pokemon, I just like screwed my board up. So that's fine. I'll just leave this in the active and probably lose the game. But yeah, I think I regret putting this on the board. I think I should have just started powering up the Zoroark. This would have been like still pretty bad if this was my only Zoroark on this turn, but I think I could have like shoved Monkey Dory up and made it a little bit awkward for my opponent, which I just like didn't do. Now it seems pretty bad. They retreat for 1, if I remember correctly. I think Meganium is a 2 retreat. Okay. So my opponent opened up the stall line. There's now a Meowth and a Hoot on the board, so I think the clutch line is very much alive. Like the Meowth can just like pick itself up, but because of the Hoot being on the board, I can trap a Noctowl now, which is pretty good for me. Oh my gosh. They just like didn't do anything. What? I'm like, I'm alive. I can just prize trade. Do I have I prize Zekrom? Ew. We're big balling. I gotta go soon anyways. We're big balling. We're gonna go chains into the Absol, and I'm just gonna kill the Meowth, which is like obviously terrible, but I want to eat. I gotta coach in 12 minutes, and I want to eat something before it's done. So I'll go claw and see if I get him. Oh, they have double Noctowl in hand. Oh, they have like everything in hand. A thick Noctowl line. Like Dawn doesn't really do them if anything, so I guess I'll just like discard a pad. Sure. I can't out trade them now though if I get the pieces. Like I need to get PP up. This is pretty good. I got triple Zoroark stamp, so I might win this game. But my Zekrom's still prized, so probably not. Is Salvatore Mega Starmie a meme? I haven't played that deck, but just like from a raw power level perspective, it doesn't look great. So I will not personally be investing any time into it. Dedenne, let's go. Yeah, Dedenne is cool. Not good against these like turbo grass decks. I still like the retreat lock cheese on lock. So like, if my op does evolve, oh, they bench Fez for me. That's cool. If my opponent does evolve into Noctowl, I have like a really good trap target. But the Fez is also a decent trap target for me now. But depends on if they play like Energy Switch or anything like that. So because they could just Cruel Arrow immediately. And I don't think my opponent will be benching, or I don't think my opponent will be evolving into Noctowl. I don't think there's any reason for them to. They have like a huge hand. But if I have my Zekrom, then this is like a pretty easy 2-2-2 map when I have like PP up stamp double Zoroark. See, now I'm regretting trading away this black belt. It's like stamp, boss, clutch. See, it still seems pretty good. So I'm just gonna go this. I'll go PP up, but I'm not gonna go attach because I want the energy for Evil Tall. Go stamp. Just get rid of this. I just want to find a dark energy. Cool. So Evil Tall. Chains into the Fez. There's like a little bit of a gamble, just hoping that my opponent doesn't have a way to move or attack this turn, but it's just like a gamble I'm just going to take. And then let's go PP up in case there's like a random disrupt my way. It's fine. Next turn is probably another clutch turn because I can't fit Monkey on my board, so I can't go like Adrenabrain 2 into 170, so I probably need to clutch a second time. And no, I'm not playing Mochi, which again, maybe I should be playing Mochi. I'm trying to fit a lot of cards in here, so we'll see. But like double clutch. Just put a water energy on my Zoroark. Oh my gosh. Sick. Yeah, nice. That was not very good. All right, let's see if my opponent plays a switch. If they play a switch, I will probably concede the game. They probably play a switch. Maybe not. I mean, they can attack with like everything. I mean, they're using Jewel Seeker. Like, why else would you Jewel Seeker? There's nothing else you need. That'll work. There's the E-switch. but I like theoretically can stretcher and like trap this Noctowl. I'll go for it. I'm losing out on my eating food time. So like I need to like get area 0 down, get all the board, and then trap this Noctowl, and then do some like stupid stuff. We'll see if I can get there. I need stretcher to do it though. Actually, I don't need stretcher. I could sob this turn. Okay, that's better though. Also, my issue is that I just get like out damaged too. I guess Noctowl will eventually knock me out if I don't draw into like all the pieces. Like I got Monkey, but I need to get Wellspring down first. I didn't even check if Wellspring's prized. So like I'm probably gonna attack this turn. They got 5, 7, 8. So they got 4 energies left. So they probably attack. Oh, yeah. Go get your grass energy. Go punch me for 60. Oh, they didn't find a dark or find a grass energy. So maybe they don't have one. Oh, they don't yet. Good. That's like super good if they don't. Okay, so they do. That's okay. I can like pivot into a second Speedwing, or a second Yveltal rather with oh wait, no, I don't play the second Yveltal, but I can pivot into Wellspring. That's what I can pivot into. I can go for Sob now that I have damage to Adrenabrain, but I need like Area 0 and Wellspring to come in. I don't think I can really Lily away this hand yet. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Cool. Area 0. I don't even know if the Wellspring's in the deck. Oh no, it's not in the deck. Not in the discard, is it? That's a little awkward. Do I feel like playing out the rest of this game? Like I can theoretically get there, but I don't really feel like playing the rest of this game out, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna pack it up. All right. I'm gonna end it there. Thank you everyone for tuning in. The end was a little bit anticlimactic. I didn't prize check. I was trying to get that game done pretty fast, and I don't think I got punished for it, but yeah, clearly like the grass matchup needs like a Moltres or a Mega Lopunny or something to make it better. So like I'll probably get a 1/1 Lopunny line in there. It's probably the most efficient thing, or it could be Moltres double Prism, but I think Lopunny is easier to hit, so that'll probably be the way I go. So yeah, take care everyone. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll be streaming